Hello everybody and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 1. It's been a couple days since I've been able to record, so I'm a little rusty I guess, but we are back and we are still working on the book delivery quest, if I remember correctly, because we just dropped a book off to Instructor Sarah. So let's move on to the next person on the list, who is, well, all of them are actually over at the Academy, so let's go to the one that's going to be the easiest to get to, who's going to be a teacher in the library. So this is actually going to be Instructor Thomas, who I've wanted to talk to anyway and have not been able to locate. Instructor Thomas, where are you? Dude, where are you? There he is. He's hiding in the one corner I wasn't looking for. If it isn't Reen, how can I help you today? If you're here to talk about history, I'm sure I can set aside a few hours of my day to engage in a little chat. Not today, thanks. Instructor Thomas is in charge of history and literature. It's not hard to tell why he was picked for the former, either. I'm just here to ask you whether you ordered this book from the bookstore recently. Instructor Reen showed Instructor Thomas Behind the War of the Lions. Oh, you have my Behind the War of the Lions. Wait. Why do you have my Behind the War of the Lions? Well, it's a long story. Reen explained the situation as he handed over the book. I see. It all makes sense now. I thank you for going out of your way to hand deliver this to me. It was no trouble at all. By the way, this book provides an in-depth look at several of the mysteries surrounding the War of the Lions, but I suppose you probably figured that much out from the title. I intended on covering these mysteries in class, too, but I would be more than happy to lend it to you if the premise catches your interest. I'll let you know if I ever find the time. I'm going to talk to him again real quick. Oh, that wouldn't happen to be a recipe book you've got there, would it? It is. Someone gave it to me earlier. Why do you ask? Perfect. Simply perfect. I've been conducting some food-related research, you see, and it just so happens that I have been on the lookout for someone who could assist me with it. Sorry, did you say research? Yes, I did, indeed. It's related to geography, actually. I'm in the midst of gathering a variety of, well, let's perhaps call them peculiar dishes. Dare I ask why? All over the world, every dish people cook has a deep history behind it. I'm interested in the history hiding behind the cuisine that we might see as bizarre or unappetizing. But it's no fun to simply read about food. I want to sample the dishes as I research their history and purpose. I see. That's certainly a unique field of study. Oh, please, there's no need for flattery, Reen. Very well. Consider this a standing order. Come straight to me if you happen to stumble onto any new peculiar dishes. I look forward to what sort of dishes you might bring my way. He didn't even give me a chance to say no. Oh well, might as well help him out. I'll look at her as a stomach. So now we've unlocked that little side quest. It's not labeled anywhere, but it's just kind of there. So, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the vice principal. He's on the first floor. He's in the lounge. I believe the lounge is this way. Nope, I'm the wrong way. That's fine. Is this the lounge? Nope, that's the nurse's office. Lounge. There we go. Here's Instructor Neidhart. Here's Vice Principal Heinrich. You're that Reen Sworza from Instructor Valstein's class. What brings you to me? May I have a minute of your time? I'm pretty sure he teaches the political and economics classes. That should mean... do you know this book by any chance? Reen showed Vice Principal Heinrich the copy of Analyzing Macroeconomics. It just so happens I ordered that very book from this bookstore. But why do you have it? Oh, wait, don't tell me Valstein's corrupted you into a petty thief. You're both stealing Academy deliveries, aren't you? Hold on, let me explain. Reen carefully calmed the vice principal down and explained the situation. I see. Allow me to apologize for doubting you so readily, and so vehemently. But that raises another question. Your father is a baron, is he not? Then why, pray tell, would someone of such worthy blood perform such menial tasks? What exactly are you asking me? I do not mean to deny the work ethic or importance of the student council, but nobles have their roles and commoners have theirs. I would just like for you to keep that in mind. I see. What's more, you could very well have a bright future. Try to let Instructor Veilstein's influence taint it too much. That is all. You may take your leave. Thank you for your time. He must be gunning for the title of Thor's most punchable faculty member. If you guys can hear the cat meowing, that is my cat Ivan. He is just a lonely boy because my wife went to bed, and so he doesn't have his mom to cuddle with anymore at the moment. And he is a sad, sad boy, unfortunately. There's an instructor in here. There she is. You've made plenty of friends here during your time here at Thor's, haven't you, Reen? And not just in your own year either. You forged friendships with second years, instructors, and staff alike. You're the kind of person that people can feel confident placing their trust in. Thank you very much. Oh. Well, I just stumbled upon something. Here we are. But when you say it like that, it makes me a little self-conscious. Oh, on the contrary, you should be proud. Well, then, as one of the instructors tasked with handing out the Lionheart medals this year, I hereby present you with the Medal of Friendship. So, this is one of the strongest accessories in the game. Remember I talked about it in previous episodes where, like, you can get some of these medals from completing sections of the notebook. Yeah, I forgot that our dear instructor Mary here is the one that hands out the Medal of Friendship for completing the entirety of the student handbook. More specifically, the people section, the character profiles. So, thank you so much. This is a real honor. Other than that, I don't really know what to say. I'm not used to this sort of thing. Neither am I, to be honest. But I suppose all I can ask is that you continue to deepen your friendships with everyone. I'll be cheering you on as you do. I will. And thank you again. So, just to give you a preview of what one of the best things does in the entire game. So, we got the Medal of Fortitude. Prevents faint. A little bit of strength. That's, one of our rewards for completing a chapter with a high score. The Medal of Friendship is 1,000 HP, 25 defense, 25 ADF. One of the 4 Lionheart medals given by Instructor Mary. Yeah, an extra 1,000 HP is a nice frickin' bonus in this game. So, it's not one of the best. It's not the best Lionheart medal, but it's certainly one of the best accessories in the game. Why, hello there. Do you have a question for me? I do. Do you have a moment? Instructor Mary teaches both the arts and home ec, so this should be hers. Did you order this book recently? Read showed Instructor Mary the copy of Modern Art, The Complete Works. Oh, yes, I did. But is there a reason why you have it? Funny you should ask. It's quite the story. Explained the whole thing again. I see. That's very diligent of you. Not at all. I was just doing what was asked of me. Oh, come now. No need to be so humble. I should have said this earlier, but thank you for going out of your way to bring this directly to me. I'm sure this book will increase the quality of my lessons dramatically. You made my students very happy. Well, that's very flattering. Alright, and then the last instructor, I'm actually going to walk, because it's right here, is on the rooftop. Yeah, Instructor Makarov. No, Reen, come here a sec. Oh, God. This is another one of the medals cutscenes. Here's another one of the Lionheart medals, guys. You've gotten a real air of confidence since you first showed up here at Thor's. Really? I haven't really noticed that much of a difference. But maybe it's because of all the difficult opponents we've had to face over the course of the year. This is the one for getting, I think it's 80% of the battle section of the notebook done. Yeah, I've heard you've been through a lot of those on those field studies or whatever. I've got to give this to someone, so I figured it might as well be you. What? I'm in charge of having out one of the Lionheart medals this year, so yeah, it's the Medal of Valor, so congrats. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. It's a real honor to be awarded something like this. Well, keep up the good work, I guess. Crow and Angelica got it last year, and to be honest, I think you're on track to accomplish as much as they did. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off, but this is going to motivate me to work even harder from now on. I guess I'll show you this one too, because the game decides to hand it to me. So the Valor one gives you 20 strength and 5 speed, which isn't a bad frickin' bonus. So that 5 speed is tasty, because without giving up quartz slots and stuff, that's one of the better bonuses if I remember right. Oh, hey, Reen, right? God, I'm so glad that I realized what those cutscenes were before I started speaking about them, because this would make it sound weird. Oh, hey, Reen, right? What do you need? Just a moment of your time, if you can spare it. Instructor Makarov teaches natural sciences and orbital engineering, so this one should be his. Did you order this from the bookstore recently? He showed the issue of Topical Science. Oh, yeah. I got a subscription to that magazine through the bookstore. But what are you doing with it? Well, it's like this. Explain the situation. Ah, well, that'll do it. Thanks. Between schoolwork and doing favors for the student council, you must be one busy guy. I won't deny that. Changing the subject for a minute, mind if I ask what you're doing up here? Evading all my teacherly responsibilities. Could you tell? Right. How silly of me. There are just some things you shouldn't say in front of your hardworking students. It's cool, though. I'm doing just enough to work to keep me from being fired. You should try it out sometime. No offense, but I think you work too hard. Today's a free day. You should use to relax a bit. All that work will catch up to you if you don't. That's a good point. Whoa, I wouldn't have expected that out of him. I guess he does care about his students in his own way. Anyway, thanks for bringing me my magazine. Catch you later. Right, thank you for your time. It's all 5 taken care of. Better go report back to Keenis. So let's go do that. We're gonna go to Keenis' bookstore and get this back. Yeah, looks like you've made it through all your deliveries. What a boon you've been. Thank you. Always happy to be a boon. Here, I wanted to give you something as a token of my gratitude. They may come in handy at some point. Got 3 ground baits. I think they will. Much appreciated. The ground baits are used to refresh the amount of times you can fish at a fishing hole. So if you're looking for one particular fish, you can just keep reseeding it until you get that fish. And reaping rewards while you do it. Again, I cannot overstate how thankful I am. You're the first one I'll call if I ever need a hand again. I'm always willing to help. See you later. Oh, that's one quest completed. Alright. This next one is, we're gonna go to, take care of the substitute tutor, quest, which... Oh, this is a house in Trista. I went to the wrong section. Ironically, I need to go there later. I need to go to the lower dorms first. Where, classes 3 through 5 are, if I remember correctly. Excuse me, you're Klein, right? I am. If you're asking, then you must be Reen. Yep, Marine Shores of Class 7 at your service. I read you wanted me to fill in for you at your tutoring job? That's right. Something as urgent has come up, so I won't be able to make it today. That's why I took this straight to the student council. If you don't mind me prying, may I ask what's so urgent? Oh, of course. The truth is, my family got in contact with me last night to tell me my mom collapsed when she was out working. That's all I know, but I've already got tickets for the train out to the country this afternoon. I'd do the same if I were you. The house you'll be tutoring at is a straight shot south of these dorms. It's by the riverside. You really can't miss it. Your pupil's a boy named Emil. You'll be speaking with his mother, Melissa. In terms of what and how you teach him, I'm leaving that up to you. And honestly, if you want to back out, that's fine too. I've already told Melissa that you're not necessarily locked in, so she'll understand if you can't make it. Oh, well, thanks for giving me the out at least. Oh, right, I probably should have asked this at the beginning, but are you sure you want me doing this? I've never tutored anyone before. Well, you're a student here, so you've at least got the knowledge to do it. Ever helped other people study before? Well, I helped my younger sister with things she didn't understand at Sunday school. Well, and there you have it. Emil's got all the books he needs already, so all you need to do is go through the material together. Today's topic should be orbital science, by the way. You might want to brush up at the library if you're not too confident in that area. Oh, thanks for the information. Well then, I've still got to go pack, so I'll be heading my room night now. Any other questions before I go? I should be fine with what you told me. Nice. This is a real weight off my shoulders. Good luck. I do hope nothing serious happened to his mom. So today's topic is orbital science, huh? You probably had the right idea about going to the library. It's probably worth brushing up on my knowledge of the Reinford Company, too. Once I've done that, I'll find that house. So, that's the game's big hint that you should go to the library, you should read some of the books that are there. Which, you know, I could do. In fact, I was walking in that direction, not meaning to. You could, in fact, go do that. But between me having already played through this and the notes I have, I already know the answers to the questions, so we'll just go through this. Excuse me, I was sent here by a second-year student called Klein. Oh, you must be filling in for him. How thoughtful of him to find a replacement. Are you free to tutor Emil now? Accept her request. Yeah, of course. Oh, thank you. I'll take you to his room, then. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Reed Schwarzer. I'm a first year and a member of Class 7. Nice to meet you. Likewise. So, what do you say we get started? We'll be going over orbital science today, correct? Yeah, that's right. I've already got my textbook ready. This is the quiz time music, it feels like. Page 40, huh? So we'll be focusing more on the historical side of things. Indeed. For the record, Klein and I covered up to the beginnings of the Orbital Revolution last time. It really deserves to be called a revolution for changing everyone's lives so quickly. I'm sure you know the answer, but let me ask to refresh myself. How long ago did the Orbital Revolution take place? It was about 50 years ago, according to the textbooks that they have, so... starting with an easy one, I see. Started about 50 years ago. You make it sound like common knowledge. I should have expected you'd be smart since you are a Thor student. I wouldn't go that far. To follow up, do you know who invented ordnance? It is, this is 3 names that you will have no idea who they are unless you've played prior games or you've read the things in the library. The answer is Professor C. Epstein. That would be Professor C. Epstein. Speaking of which, it was in the year 1155, just a year after his death, that the Epstein Foundation was formed by his skilled disciples. Wow! I didn't expect to hear all that. You really are amazing. That's not true. We explained things, probably made them even harder to understand. Either way, I think today's plan is to just go over these topics as a refresher first, and after that we'll try to cover up to everything until the year 1170 of the Septian calendar. Sounds good to me. I'm trying to get like a really geeky, like kind of voice going, and I can't really do it, so I'm sorry if this sounds weird. And that's about it. Did you manage to get all that? Yes, I should be good to go. I have to admit, I'm surprised. It's hard to believe the company as massive as Reinford used to just be a single factory. It really is. The Orbital Revolution brought about big changes just about everywhere, but it's safe to say that the Reinford factory's transformation into such a huge corporation is one of the biggest ones. It's certainly having a major impact on Zemuria, so I have to agree. Speaking of which, I want to ask, what was it that the Reinford factory specialized in making? This book doesn't really mention that. Well, weapons like guns and artillery. They specialize in making weapons, such as guns and artillery. The factory's been around for a long time. I've heard that it's been around, I heard that it was around back in the Middle Ages. That's fascinating. Thanks for letting me know. I'm impressed at just how knowledgeable you are. I'm just doing my job. Seems like today's session's over. Are you okay with leaving off here for the day? It's a good stopping point, so sure. It was a pleasure to have you as my tutor today. Thank you for covering for Klein. Emil seems to have learned a lot today. He's a great teacher. In fact, I put him even on the same level as Klein. I'm honored. I'm glad to see he's happy. Well, then I have to give you something. Receive 2,000 gold. 2,000 mira. Thank you. Oh, wait, Mira, I can't just take this.
Why not? People normally get paid for their work.
Well, I guess. It didn't really feel like work to me, but I guess it'd be rude for me to refuse it, though. Well, if you insist, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm very grateful you filled in for Klein.
So, yeah, there's like 2 books in the library that you can go through. One about the Renfrew Company, one about the Orbital Revolution, and it would have taken like half an hour for me to sit here and read through all of them, and that's not awesome for you guys to go through. It's a lot of very dense information, and they pluck out 3 questions from that kind of dense material. They honestly wrote it almost as if it was an actual like textbook. So it's just like, oh man, I don't want to do that today. So we'll just go that way. But that leaves us with the last quest of the day. I should say of the day portion of the day, which is of course going into the old schoolhouse. So let's go do that, shall we? Front doors are locked. I've got the keys, so I can start exploring the underground rooms whenever I'm ready. There's no telling what I'll find in there, so I better finish all my other tasks first. Was there anything else I needed to do? After you finish exploring the old schoolhouse, the time of the day will advance to evening. I'm looking through my notes real quick, and it doesn't look like there's anything that... Yep, it doesn't look like there's anything else that I need to do. As a result, all daytime bonding events and quests will expire. Entering this place doesn't get any less scary, no matter how many times I do it. Time to try calling anyone I can count on to back me up. Further investigations of the old schoolhouse will require you to choose a 4-member active party in addition to support members. So, let's go 1, 2, 3, and then let's add in Gaius. Finalize? Yep. It's been about a month already, huh? I'm still kind of scared, but we can't just leave this place locked and pretend nothing weird's going on here. Yeah, especially since the principal himself asking us to keep exploring it. We'll have to take things nice and slow. I'm counting on you guys for backup. Understood. I wish to do everything I can to assist in the name of Class 7. If even more fiends were to appear, I'd relish the chance to test my mettle against them. I feel a lot safer with you around, Laura. I've heard the stories about this place, but quite honestly, I'm having a hard time believing them. A building that changes its layout all on its own seems, well, kind of impossible. I imagine the only way to truly believe it would be to see it with your own eyes. As soon as you step through that door, you'll be left with no option but to accept this place is not as it seems. Yeah, I think you're in for quite a surprise. Come on, let's go. What the? What's going on? It's completely different again, guys. This really is completely different from the last time we were here. What's that pedestal-like structure over there? I mean, we don't know either. That wasn't there last month. None of this was. Yeah, I don't remember it either. The staircase leading down into the ruins is completely gone, too. Instructor Sarah said she was going to investigate the ruins in her spare time as well, but she didn't mention anything like this. Maybe someone sneaked inside and did this? No, it's too large scale a change to have been done in such a short time. The most likely explanation seems that the ruins have changed are laid out on their own. Again. You can't be serious. This is truly a fascinating place. Well, standing around here isn't getting us anywhere. Let's go and take a closer look at that pedestal. Well, it's definitely a device of some sort. If I were to guess, I'd say it's something similar to an elevator you'd find in a mine shaft. That's what it looks like anyway. An elevator, huh? What if that means we can use this to go deeper underground? It's worth a shot, so let's see. There we go. We can use this to descend down to floor 1. There appear to be other floors beyond that too, but access to anything lower is locked out. Which means the area we explored last month would be the first floor, I assume. I didn't realize that these rooms went farther than that. My head is starting to hurt. If the rest of the floors are locked, that seems to suggest someone is trying to stop us, or anyone, from getting to them. But who would do that? Why? I have no idea, but the roof is right here. All the other floors are off limits. There's no model number or date anywhere either, which suggests this elevator was built at the same time as the building itself, back in the Middle Ages. You're surprisingly well informed on technology, Elisa. It's not often that girls develop such an interest in machinery. I don't know that much. It's just all low-level stuff. Plenty of other people could tell you the same thing, I'm sure. So what are we going to do? Do you want to try using the elevator to go down to the second floor? Yeah, I think we should. Though we have no idea what we're going to find out there, so we're going to need to be careful. Make sure you're well and truly prepared for anything. And that's where we're going to cut this episode, guys. We're going to pick up next time with us exploring this place. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, comment. If you want to hear more from me, of course, you can subscribe or hit that notification bell to be alerted when I upload new stuff. But either way, I will see you guys in the next one. And as Instructor Sarah would say, toodles!